Good evening. Welcome to Elk Grove High School. We are live for women's soccer. The Hawks of Hoffman Estates are visiting the Grenadiers here this evening. Hoffman Estates is looking for their first win on the year as they are 0-1-1, while the Grens are a perfect 4-0 on the year. And not just that, they haven't conceded a goal yet this year. My name is Chris Randall, and I'm joined by Brian Syring. Brian, first off, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you tonight?
Doing well. Second, Brian, how do the Grens stay perfect from here tonight?
Well,
For advancing to 5-0 and not giving up a goal.
well, you know, as impressive as it is not conceding a goal yet, that's always good. But no matter how good a team is, they're going to get scored on eventually. Make sure that doesn't get in their heads. They have an extremely strong defense, which is anchored by Idabella Hobart in goal, the freshman goalie. I think an impressive story anytime a freshman walking onto a varsity team. That's always impressive, and that's not to take anything away from the entire defense. And this is definitely a team that leads on the front foot. Senior Maggie Maher with 6 goals already and 3 assists, involved in 9 of the team's 16 goals. That is impressive. Hoffman Estates is going to have to be able to shut her down. But even if they do that, they're still going to have Mia Jones, who's right there behind her with 5 goals already this season. And honestly, just as they were last season, I know that season didn't end as great as they would have liked, but there was a lot of positives, and one of those being there's goal production throughout the entire lineup. This isn't just a one-player team. It is a whole team, and what they were putting in last year is really showing so far at the beginning of this season.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said it, they're anchored by Maggie Maher, the senior. She's a big basketball player as well. So sit back and enjoy this one. It should be a lot of fun between the Hawks and the Grens. Starting off with the starters here, Maggie Maher, Casey Wadas, Caroline Hadler, Ella Duckman, Mia Jones, Chloe Izinga, Emily Ferrito, Darian Kozinski, Idabel Hobart, who you said was a freshman goalie, Taylor Wirtz, and Julia Jorka-Kozinska. As for the Hawks side, Mallory Anderson, Gwen Ridley, Katie Paskowitz, Emily O'Brien, Avery Anderson, Natasha Narvo, Izzy Troyer, Maddie Rausiak, Bella Shavara, Emily Troyer, and in the net for them is Carla Castillo.
Let's say keys to the game for Hoffman Estates here. We don't have as much information on them. They've only played 2 games so far this season. It's still early. They did run out a very high-scoring draw against West Chicago, 4-4, so you know they have production. There are players on their team that can score. They had probably a pretty demoralizing 0-1 defeat following that up, but there's a lot of season to go, and we'll see what they can do.
Absolutely. The Grens are going to be kicking off first, as in they're all green jerseys with the yellow lettering. As for Hoffman, all white kits, blue lettering. As Maher stands over it, and we're about to get ready to go here. It's a perfect 37 degrees, may say perfect, but sun's starting to set here, so bear with the camera crew as it's right into the sun. As we are now officially underway here at Elk Grove High School, the first EG stream television of women's soccer so far this year, as the Grens regain possession, and that's with Wirtz. Wirtz sends it up, and it's over towards Duckman. Duckman brings it through ball over, and it is with Hadler. Hadler's going to have to retrieve it all the way back to Ferrito. Ferrito tried to force a pass back to Hadler, and it's taken away momentarily by Hoffman, and they're going to try and create their own break. Duckman deflects it back, sends the ball towards Maher's direction, and it's given away. Right now, possession staying all on the Elk Grove offensive side here.
You know, both teams are struggling a little bit to string more than 1 or 2 passes together. Chalk that up to the beginning of the game. Like you mentioned, it's 37 degrees. It's a little bit chilly, but once they get moving, I'd expect it to sharpen up quite a bit.
As that one's going to roll out for a goal kick. Our first one here belongs to the Hawks of Hoffman Estates. As Hoffman has scored 4 goals on their young season, but have given up 7. On the other side, we alluded to it a little bit that Elk Grove has not given up a goal due to their freshman goalkeeper, Idabel Hobart. 5.3 saves per game so far on the year. But Elk Grove as well has scored 16 goals, an average of 4 goals per game, as they're looking to continue that here with Maher dribbling down the line. Maher, ball into the box. It's a low one towards the direction of Woods, but it was deflected away.
It's good combination play. They're getting it in the right places, just missing that last connection in the final third. But it's very early in this game, and if they keep running that, it's going to be a long night for Hoffman's back line.
Is the ball still has not crossed back over the 50, so it still is now it's technically been kicked over, but kicked right back on the other side. And it is going to be out of play. Hoffman a throw on the far side. So we're 2 minutes in here, 0-0 still the score. It's been all Elk Grove to start. Hoffman Estates trying to gain the line. It's going to be Kozinski kicking it all the way back to the freshman keeper. She boots it away momentarily, and it's going to be sent back out near side here with Ferrito. Ferrito takes the line, through ball over to Maher. Maher turns, faces. It's a good pass over towards Hadler. Hadler's got one person to beat. Hadler with the shot. Hits off the leg and cleared. A very early scoring chance there for Hadler and the Grens. They still have it in a dangerous position.
And that was an excellent pass by Maher. Even from the whole team playing it out.
Cross in, and it's going to be in. Oh, kept in, bounce up, and it's going to go over the back line for another goal kick. Seemed like there Ferrito had no angle. She just put it right back. And
put it back in the middle and see if good things can happen. Keep it in play. Was going back to that whole exchange there. That was excellent work. It comes back. They pass it back to the goalie. She kicked it up, and she didn't try to play it out. She didn't try to get fancy. She got it back up to the field where Elk Grove has been dominating the possession. They got to the end of it, and Mayer had an amazing through ball.
Shot there by Maher, saved.
And that's the third shot already, and two saves for Hoffman Estates goalkeeper, staying strong on that last breakaway attempt. But here they come again.
As this one is with Mia Jones. She's got it on our near sideline. Makes a move back towards the middle. Gets around the defender. Makes another one miss. One-on-one with the keeper. Jones hits it off the post. And it is going to be a goal kick, as that one was inches away of making this 1-0 towards the Grens.
And you can see a bit of frustration on her face after that. She had done all the hard work with only the final touch, and she tried to go near post and just went a little outside.
Hadler has this one deflected out of play. It's going to remain Elk Grove ball here. Dangerous position as Ferrito goes and chases down for the throw. As you said, Mia Jones, 5 goals on the year. She has 11 points. I want you to talk about the points aspect. What goes into that? Goals, assists, is there anything else as well?
Well, that is a high school soccer stat. That's not something you're normally going to see. She has 5 goals, 1 assist. I'll be completely honest. I'm not sure where they're getting the points for it. It's definitely not the same as what you'd see in hockey. Points for assists and goals. Usually not a stat that would be traditionally kept in soccer.
Okay. That's what I thought it was. Traditional hockey type stuff. Points and assists added up.
That's what I would assume, but it doesn't add. The numbers don't add up. But if it is, whatever the reasoning, the explanation is.
Casey Wadas sends it all the way back towards the freshman keeper. She gets it right back. Wadas dribbles it up, sends it over to Duckman. Duckman sends it towards the feet, and miscommunication there between Jones and Ferrito goes out for a Hoffman throw.
And Elk Grove, even when Hoffman Estates is pushing up, Elk Grove is having no trouble getting it back out.
No.
There's not enough pressure, and I know it's early in the game, but there's not enough pressure. You want to be putting some pressure on there. Keep the ball down on their end and see what you can make happen.
As Navarro of Hoffman gets it taken away, Jones gets it. Scott Maher making a run, trying to squeeze the pass in. Unable to do so, it's deflected away and handled here by Mallory Anderson of Hoffman Estates. Ferrito takes that and intercepts the pass, sends it back Jones will send it towards the middle of the field with Duckman. Duckman puts one over and misses the feet, but it goes right back towards her of Jorkazinska. Jorkazinska sends Maher. Maher on the ground, beats shot, and a rebound was initially there, but covered up by the keeper. Castillo she's got a very busy work here to go early.
By my count, that's the 5th shot already. And 4 of those were saved.
And one off the post. As Maher has it around the 25-yard line, makes a move, cuts into the middle, sends it up. It's with Wirtz. Taylor Wirtz has it taken away momentarily, regains, and it's going to just shoot into the corner, and it will roll out for a goal kick, as it's going to be Hoffman Estate's 2nd or 3rd goal kick there.
Already their 3rd goal kick, and normally you wouldn't put that as a stat that you're going to put a lot of emphasis on, but I think it does tell an interesting story here. We're not even 10 minutes in, and that's how much Elk Grove is pushing. And not to take anything away from them, they're playing very well. It's looking sharp. They're connecting, but for the most part, it's simple, good soccer, and to a certain extent, it's almost too easy.
Yeah. That's very well said. Is right now it very well is too easy, as Navarro is going to get caught offside there, as Hoffman almost was on a break for that themselves, but going to be sent back the other way.
Yeah, that was the first good combination play by Hoffman Estates, maybe getting their feet a little, just got a little excited, made that run just a step too early and caught offsides.
Duckman sends us back into play towards the direction of Maher. She controls. Maher with it, spin move, kept it, and is going to have to play it back towards the feet of Wadas. Wadas sends it right back out. Hoffman has it and controls momentarily until they pass it out of play. Elk Grove throwing right in front of the Hoffman Estates bench. Looks like this is going to be Duckman to throw. She throws it in. Maher controls and falls to the ground momentarily, and Hoffman comes up with a steal deep inside their own possession. And shot on there by Wirtz. Wirtz is going to have it saved momentarily and controlled now by Castillo, the 6th shot for Elk Grove's side. Unable to find the back of the net yet, but you can tell one's coming here pretty soon.
You would expect it. Definitely would expect it. And like I said, it's too easy. If you watch how Elk Grove is playing, that's unfortunate for them to go out of bounds. They're stepping, they're pressuring. Doesn't matter what part of the field it's in. Elk Grove is stepping. There's 1, 2 players pressuring the ball. There's no time for Hoffman Estates to play it around, find the open player. It's right there again, two Elk Grove players right there on the ball.
As it's with Hadler. Hadler sends it over towards the direction of Jorkazinska, trying to track it down. Instead, it's going to go out of play. Another goal kick here for the Hawks. As we are 10 minutes through. Lots of shots here on the Elk Grove side. And Hoffman has very struggled to get the ball on the other side of the field at the moment.
It's going to wear a team down. This is a big field. If you've seen any of our broadcasts before, I've talked about it. This is a full-size, professional-size field for high school players. They're covering a lot of ground, and that is going to wear down on you, and it makes it even harder. As the game goes on, it's going to be even harder to try to get it out of a third of play.
This one sent into the middle. Jones tried to control. Instead, it's going to be cleared away by Troyer of Hoffman Estates. Goes all the way towards the feet, and they're going to try and bring it up. And with, on the far side, Rasoe. Rasoe sends a through ball up, and it's going to be another offsides call here. This one was close. It would have been a 3-on-1 there for Hoffman Estates if they would have stayed on. Instead, though, it goes back towards the Elk Grove side.
That's an excellent step by Elk Grove back line. Just getting in there in time. It is a dangerous game, though. We don't have VAR. We don't have any of the fancy technology to check for offsides.
Maher with it. Shoots Maher off the crossbar. Deflected away momentarily. Jones trying to track it down. Jones sends it in, and that's going to be our first corner here of the game.
Excellent shot, excellent save, right off the crossbar.
As Hadler wins the corner kick for the Grens, as Duckman traces down it and will take the corner kick here for Elk Grove. Ella Duckman, the senior for Elk Grove, about to stand over this free kick, or corner kick. Sends it short to Ferrito. Ferrito puts one into the box just over the head of Mia Jones, and it's going to go all the way out towards the other side. And still not cleared away, as this one's now going to be a goal kick, as the last touch there was Maggie Maher.
And let's see if Hoffman Estates, they had nice shape, they defended well. Yeah, the cross was a little bit over, just a little out of touch, but they had a good shape coming out. The problem is they're not able to clear it up the field. They're not able to connect down. Their shape is good, though, but they're just failing to make that connection, and Elk Grove is, once again, right up there.
Jorkazinska tried to pass it up towards Maher. Instead, it's going to be cleared out. Throw in here for the Grens, and Duckman's going to go and toss it in for him. Far sideline in their final third of offense here, looking to score as we are just about 13 minutes gone. Bouncing away in front, Maher controls, kicked up towards Wirtz. Wirtz's shot deflected in front and is going to be sent away. Now Ferrito puts one into the box, it's saved by the keeper, Castillo, and she's going to control it momentarily, trying to get Hoffman up the field.
She's taking her time, letting them get back into their shape.
And this Hoffman's going to dribble this one out with Chauveri. And it's going to be Elk Grove ball. Throw in here, near side. Goes in. Maher controls. Maher dribbles towards the middle. Finds a run. Oh, and just missed the feet of Hadler. Instead, it's going to go out towards the far sideline. Jerkorzinska with it. Deflected away. Right back to the feet of Hadler. Hadler with it, sends it back out towards Duckman. Around the 30-yard line, she carries. Finds Maher. Maher gets around a defender, shoots with the left foot, and puts it into the back of the net. Maggie Maher gets the Grenadiers on the board with the assist from Ella Duckman.
And that was a beautiful shot, a beautiful play. And once again, all of that comes Elk Grove pushing every time. They're playing a very high line. They're playing very aggressively. If they can keep up this pace, it's going to be a really long night, because they intercepted the ball off of the goal kick. They went right back there. Maher with a beautiful left-footed shot, I believe, just up in the corner. The goalie's not going to have much of a chance on that. That was a strong shot off of a turn.
As we are now underway here, 14 minutes gone in our first half, 1-0. The Grens finally on the board with multiple chances. We seem to see there's going to be a lot more Grenadiers goals here tonight, as Hoffman Estates dribbles this one out of Ridley. Ferrito looking to throw in, and she will. Goes towards the feet of Jones. Instead, it's going to be carried with Hoffman Estates. Newcomer into the ballgame with Montez for Hoffman. She carries right now. And Hadler takes away. Hadler sends it up past Jones. Maher gets it right back. Azaninga has it. Carries it all the way back out. Finds Duckman right back to Azinga. She's able to turn and survey our options. Gives it up. Hadler with it. Looking for somewhere to go. Flicks it over, and it's going to be Castillo controlling that one. As no runs were very dangerous there for the Elk Grove side. As we got a quick whistle here as a Hoffman Estates player onto the ground. And we're going to stop the clock here with 25 minutes and 19 seconds left to go here in our first half. Elk Grove leads 1-0 on the left foot of Maggie Maher.
And so far, this is almost a midway through the first half, and it has been all Elk Grove. There has been nothing going for Hoffman Estates. And if it wasn't for their goalie making a couple of big saves, it could already be 2-3-0. And like I've said it too many times already, it's too easy. It's too simple. Hoffman Estates is going to need to step up. They're going to need to bring some more pressure. They need to get it away from their defensive third. Otherwise, Elk Grove is just going to continue to go right at them. They've proven that Maggie Maher, that was a far out shot. She probably caught the goalie out a little bit, thinking she's not going to turn, make that shot that quickly and that hard from that distance. And she did. And it's 1-0.
Yep. As well, that's a great point there. Looks like now that Mallory Anderson, person who was hurt for Hoffman Estates, is going to be carried off the field. Substitution comes in for Hoffman. We'll try and get a number on that once we can. And it will be Hoffman Estates' possession here, we assume with a drop ball. And we're back underway. Clock should be started, and we are. And possession goes right back to Elk Grove after the goal kick. Maher brings it up. Maher has the run of Jor Krasinsko with her. Sends a ball into the box. Over the head of everybody. Chased down, though, by Mia Jones. She's going to control deep in the corner. And it's going to be a toss-in here for Elk Grove as Ferrito's going to go and chase this one down. 1-0 the score here. As Emily Ferrito to throw. Gives it up towards Wadas. Wadas sends it back in towards the middle. Ja Korzinska chases it down. Ja Korzinska. Two Hoffman Estates defenders there trying to get around back towards, and it's going to be a corner kick here for Elk Grove. As great job by Jor Korzinska to win it. And it's going to be on the far sideline as Wadas is going to go and put this one in off the corner.
Yeah, that was a nice job over there, shielding the ball. She won it. Didn't get a chance to shoot it, but won a corner. And the opportunities from corner kicks.
Duckman puts this one in the box off the corner, headed away right now. Second shot goes through the uprights of the goalpost, and it is going to be a shot off target there by Wadas, I believe. Or Wirtz, Taylor Wirtz with the shot. As we got a substitution here on the Elk Grove side with 16 minutes gone. Looks like Jor Kaczynska is going to head to the bench momentarily. As we just got the whistle that we're about to get back underway here. Played up closely. Jones pressures. Almost comes up with the steal. Instead it's with Montez. Montez trying to keep possession for the Hoffman Estates. And it's still there. Played around here, fighting between Wirtz and Jones. And there's going to be our first whistle of a foul of the day. It goes towards Elk Grove's way. No card pulled, though.
And they changed it up. Instead of just kicking it down, they tried to play it short. Unfortunately, the result was much the same. If it wasn't for the trip there, Elk Grove would have had it in a very, very dangerous position. And here they come again.
Jones gets around the defender, trying to keep it in, unable to do so. This one's going to go out for a goal kick. It feels like the 10th one of the day so far, and we still got 23 minutes left to go in our first half.
But I will say, as good as Elk Grove is playing, as good as they are, it's 1-0. Hoffman Estates has been soaking up a lot of it. They have given up a lot of shots. There was that missed opportunity by Mia Jonas. It's a 1-0 game.
Wadas' pass deflected away. It's going to be Elk Grove ball. That's a very good point. They're one break away from tying this back up at 1.
Elk Grove is playing a very, very high-intensity style. Heavy metal football is what they would call it. And it is hard to keep that pace up for a full 80 minutes. Now, we do have the advantage of substitutions at high school level, but that's still going to be a lot of running. That's a lot of pressure. We'll see if they can keep that pace up for the whole time.
There's another whistle here. Second foul on the Elk Grove Grens. This one was towards Hadler. Deflected away. Maher is going to be able to dribble it up a little bit here. Maher dribbles towards the far side of the field, trying to find somewhere to go. She falls, and no whistle's going to be blown on that one. It's going to be Hoffman Estates' throw, as they're trying to build up some momentum with the Hawks here. Instead, it's going to be deflected away. Right back to Navarro. Navarro's still trying to fight for it, and it's going to be deflected all the way back out towards their back line. Wadas has it taken away, and this is with Ridley. Ridley trying to dribble it through. Instead, Wadas is going to kick this one out, and it's going to be a Hoffman Estates throw right around midfield.
And that's the first time you've seen Elk Grove have to just clear it. Every other time that Hoffman Estates had got down, Elk Grove had managed to control it and play it out of the pack. That's the first time they've managed to get it, maybe put Elk Grove on their heels just a bit.
As the throw goes in towards Navarro, she has to play it back towards Troyer. Troyer sends it up towards Ridley. Ridley finds one of her open players, and that is Anderson. Anderson sends it forward, and Grens are going to send it all the way back now towards Hobart. Hobart controls in her box and is going to take her time. Now finds an open player to go to. It's deflected up in the air and won by Hoffman Estates, Pasowetsky, and she's going to dribble it back. And Duckman heads this pass away. Wadas missed the initial head and is able to recover. Finds Jones. Jones finds Ferrito and mishandles the pass. Elk Grove surely would have been on a break there, but it goes out of play for a Hoffman Estates throw. This is the first time we've seen the play consistently more in the middle half or middle third here. As recently, the first 20 minutes it was all Elk Grove. Final third now. Let's track back down here.
Substitution for Hoffman Estates. Stepping out of the game, Averly Anderson. Coming in for her is number 27.
Bella Chevere. She started the game and then took a step out as Hobart gets all the way out, finds Jones. Hadler to Jones, trying to carry as Mia Jones has it deflected momentarily. It's going to remain Elk Grove possession. As Frito's going to throw this one in right towards the direction of Jones. She's able to turn, has some room to work over here, gets around a defender, cuts back into the middle. Mia Jones with the shot, deflected and blocked by Castillo. Able to control the rebound as well as Mia Jones looking to get on the scoreboard and double the Elk Grove lead. Shut down momentarily.
And a good save by Hoffman Estates. She covered the ball. Didn't allow a deflection. It was right there. Was at least one or two Elk Grove players looking for a rebound.
Castillo shoots this one away. Hadler sends it right back into the middle. Jones fighting for possession. She's going to win it. Ferrito with it right around the 30-yard line, right back to Jones. Jones, middle of the field, surveys, sends it back to Duckman. Duckman has a lot of space. She's going to take it. Duckman with the shot. Deep one. Castillo there to secure. As that was about a 30-yard shot, 40-yard shot there for Ella Duckman. Put it on target. As it's now with Chioveri. Chioveri's going to lose possession out towards Elk Grove. And they'll toss it in towards the direction of Maher. Goes over her head. Nobody home there as Ridley's going to have plenty of time to kick this one away. And she's going to turn it over. Finds Jones. Jones right around the 15-yard line. Through ball over to Hadley. Hadley gets there off the near side of the netting. And it's going to be a corner kick deflected off of Castillo. Elk Grove's going to pick up their third.
She wasn't taking any chances with that one. Put it out of play. Smart move. Give up the corner, but hard to judge.
Yeah.
If that's on target, you don't want to be caught near post like that.
As Duckman stands over this one. 17 minutes left to go here in half number one. Duckman puts this one into the box. Looking for feet. It goes all the way through and looks to be cleared. Unable to do so is the hustle play by Azinga. And now it's going to go out for a goal kick.
And that was the first time Elk Grove chose to put that straight across off the corner instead of going short. And it was right there. If Hoffman Estates didn't have a player on the back post, that was getting cleared. I don't know if it was going to curl in or not, but it was right there, and that is dangerous and an interesting choice. You maybe lull them to sleep with the short corners, and then you go directly.
Yeah, like you said, they were just 1 foot away from making it 2-0 off that set pieces. They just won a throw in, so Duckman heads over as newcomer Azul Razkun for Elk Grove won the throw-in. Goes towards Hadler. Hadler makes a turn shot, and it goes over the net. And it's going to be another goal kick here for the Hawks of Hoffman Estates.
That I'm looking at, based on my tally here, that's the 14th or 15th shot by Elk Grove just in the first half here. And about at least 10 of those have been on target.
Yeah, they've been very much so, as Hadler has possession once again, dribbles towards the middle. Surveying options, has it deflected away by Izzy Troyer, and Hoffman Estates has it right now. And taken away there, good defensive work by Darian Kozinski, as it's going to go out now for a Hoffman throw. And fighting for possession after the initial throw, Duckman's going to regain it, and it's with Wadas. Wadas sends it over. Korzinska fighting for it, goes towards the feet of Navarro. Navarro missed kick, and Hoffman still has possession. Now it's finally taken away by Sophie Garcia, as Hadler's going to try and squeeze it into Maher. She does. Maggie Maher with possession, trying to get work around the defender, able to do so now. A lot of space. Maher puts one into the box. Feet down there and a slide tackle. Great job by Ridley to get it out of the danger. Otherwise, Mia Jones had a free, easy goal there.
Yeah, that was excellent defense. Not only did she clear the ball, but she didn't give up a penalty. That is extremely difficult to do.
As now Elk Grove's going to have their first free kick of the game, as Montez Decora fouled Ferrito. Duckman is now going to put this one in, as she's just shot it and it goes off the target and going to go over the back line for a goal kick. And we have a quick substitution as newcomer in for the Grens. Try and get a number there of who left and who came back in, as we're back underway. Jones sends it in, and it's with Maher. Maher looking for somewhere to go. A lot of time, a lot of space right now. Finally, someone tries to pressure Maher. She's going to retreat a little bit, find the feet of Duckman, and it's going to be taken away momentarily by Chaveri. She's going to bring it up. Maher deflects it. Still fighting now to regain it, and Maher comes away with it. A lot of space there in the middle. Maher left-footed cross. It's going to be deflected by Mia Jones, trying to retreat it. This is now the newcomer, number 22. She initially started the game, and that's Ja Korzinska. And coming off was Chloe Azinga. She started as well. So Ja Korzinska back after her break. Wadas has the pass deflected initially right back to Duckman, trying to get around Navarro. Able to do so, trying to find somewhere to go with it is Duckman. Dribbles it all the way through. Good, trying to pass it to herself, trying to keep it in. She does. Duckman into the box. Deflected away. Still not out of danger, though. This one looks to be a corner here, won by the Grenadiers.
It'll be interesting to see if they want to elect to go short, or it looks like the way they're lining up, they're going to put it right in the middle. May even have a play in mind.
As Duckman stands over this one. Ella Duckman, another two-sport athlete, played basketball in the winter, sends it in. Nobody home. Mia Jones almost got a foot to it. Instead, it's going to roll all the way out and be a goal kick, as we got another substitution here. This one's on the Hoffman Estates side. About 12 minutes left to play here in the first half. The only score of the game came off the left foot of Maggie Maher, and it was a doozy.
With it.
And we got a quick stoppage. They're going to replay the set, as the Hoffman Estates player wasn't off the field, I don't believe.
With every second that ticks by, Hoffman Estates should be feeling a little more confident with it only being 1-0, and frankly a little bit lucky on those last two. If they can escape this first half with it only being 1-0, I would say they should be ecstatic with that.
Yeah.
With the way it's been going. I don't believe they've recorded a shot, let alone much possession in the offensive third.
As we got another stoppage here. Player goes down as Caroline Hadler comes to make sure she's okay. We'll try and get the number there for the Hoffman Estates player. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. I mean, this has been all dominant here of the Grenadiers. And rightfully so, too. I mean, I feel like Hoffman Estates has maybe recorded 2 passes in the final third of their offensive play. Otherwise, it's been Elk Grove just on this half of the 50.
And when Hoffman Estates did find possession, a little bit of extended possession, they were moving the ball very well. They could move it around. We know from their at least one of their previous results, they can put goals in when they get it, and it might just be a matter of some confidence at this point of the game. Look, we can maintain possession. We can move it forward. They had a couple of offsides, maybe with a little bit better timing. They can also keep pushing that. It's all about timing for when you start your run, when you hit that back line, watching the last defender and their timing. It wouldn't be unreasonable to say, hey, one quick break. Yeah, we've been back. We've been absorbing this pressure. Absorb. Get a little lucky. Couple of quick 2-3 passes, a long through ball, you're in on goal.
Absolutely, as there was almost 2 opportunities there that Hoffman Estates they were caught off sides. As you said, the back line jumped that one, and it was a great shot by the Elk Grove side back line there. But they've come millimeters away, inches away from having a one-on-one break with the offenser and the goalkeeper.
And as I was saying earlier, we don't have VAR, we don't have replays, we don't have any fancy technology. We got 3 referees, we got 2 ARs and a center. They're humans. They're going to do their best job calling the game the best they can. It is a fast game, even if people say it's not. People say, oh, maybe it looks slow on TV. It's not. These plays happen really fast. And happy to report we got a player back up on her feet.
Izzy Troyer, the one that was injured here. She's slowly but surely trying to walk off here.
Hopefully we will see her return to the game.
As this Hoffman Estates roster is very slim as well. Not too many girls on the bench. And obviously you need 11 to play.
Yeah, going back to the quick breaks, like I said, the referees, they're human. They're making these plays. Is very quick. And those are tight calls. 1 step, 2 step. I mean, there's a reason why there's such a big discussion in the professional game about video-assisted referees. They're drawing, if anyone who watches those, they're drawing lines, computer-generated. They have a whole team of referees in a trailer somewhere watching these plays, going frame by frame by frame. And it's a good number of them, the professional referees at the highest level, are having their calls overturned. So it is a viable strategy. Keep putting pressure on it. Not only might you get your timing down just right or see that they miss a step, but Elk Grove was on the unfortunate end last year of a 2-1 loss. Last time we were here televising a game, they lost on a goal that probably was offsides. The referee missed the call. That's the way it goes. Sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it goes against. And when you're the team right now, if you're Hoffman Estates and you're looking for any break, push it. Go for it. As far as anything to say to Elk Grove, keep it up. I don't think there's anything they can improve on. Maybe a little bit better finishing on some of these, but at the same time, they're coming right down the field again.
As Ferrito's shot goes wide, and it's going to be another goal kick here for Hoffman Estates as we come out of the injury timeout as Izzy Troyer heads to the bench. She was able to make it across.
And once again, Elk Grove, just no pressure. Just no one steps to the ball for Hoffman Estates. She walks it right up in there, takes a shot. Too easy. But even when they are stepping, Elk Grove is holding their position really well.
There's ball into the middle, and it's going to be deflected away momentarily, and now it's going to be cleared here by Ridley of Hoffman Estates, out of danger momentarily, sent up towards Navarro. Ball's just in the air now. It's going to bounce a couple times. Wadas fights for it, and it's with Shavor. Shavor fights with it. Ferrito deflects, still fighting for it, and now it's going to be deflected all the way back by Taylor Wirtz, and Elk Grove comes down with possession. Taken away here, and it's going to be deflected out of play there by number 13, Avery Anderson, and going to throw it in on the other side is number 15, Casey Wadas. Good throw up towards the middle. Hadler trying to track it down, makes a good move, cut back, Ball now loose in the middle of the field, over the head of Duckman. And the goalkeeper, freshman goalkeeper, is going to come and retreat, boot it up towards the field. Hadler controls possession, trying to get around the defender completely. She does. Elk Grove now has numbers. Hadler threw ball towards Maher. Maher's shot deflected, and it's going to roll in off the goalie, Carla Castillo. And Maggie Maher picks up her second goal of the evening on a mishap by the goalkeeper.
And yeah, that's one she's going to want to get back. She's going to have to shake it off. She's made any number of fantastic saves tonight. But once again, I mean, it was beautiful play by Elk Grove. Couple of touches passed, 1-2 touches passed. Maher was in on goal. There's almost no pressure. Hoffman Estates is, I'm sure they're tired. I get it. When you don't have the ball, you are expending so much more energy than the other team. When you're absorbing all that pressure and all that attack, it is exhausting. But they're going to have to find a way to get through at least a halftime without letting in any more goals, or this game is going to be out of reach before halftime.
Yeah. Is that last goal was all made there by Caroline Hadler. She was able to get around two defenders and then find Maher, and Maher did the rest, just putting one on goal. And good things happen when balls get shot on goal.
Absolutely. There's a perfect example of it. It's cold. The ball's hard. Sun's dipping down. Hoffman Estates goalie mostly in the shade now, but she has been staring towards the sun for the whole first half. Definitely a benefit for Elk Grove getting to play away from the sun.
Wadas trying to find the feet of Hadler. Instead, this one's going to be deflected. It's going to be kept in by Chauvery. She's going to make a pass. And it's with Erin Troyer, the sister of Izzy. Maher trying to get possession. She does. Hadler's going to dribble it back towards the middle of the field. Fight for it. Frito comes towards the feet. Frito now finds Hadler. Gren's going to regroup. Hadler up towards Maher. Maher going to regroup and send it all the way back towards Jorkazinska. She dribbles in, has a lot of space there, not a lot of pressure by the Hawks. And Hadler's going to have it deflected away by Paskowitz. And now we got a foul here. It's going to be a free kick for Hoffman Estates as we're under 8 minutes left to play. Maher's got both goals on the Grenadiers' side, as the next one's going to be a hat trick for her.
As they say, two in her back pocket, looking for a third. And we'll see what Hoffman Estates can do. Unfortunately, just a step off sides, maybe a couple steps. But once again, it's encouraging play. It's promising play. If they can continue that, there hasn't been enough pressure from their back line. But we just saw on that one, good things happen. It was Katie Paskowitz stepped to the ball. She won a free kick. Maybe a little bit of frustration losing the ball for Elk Grove. They haven't lost the ball that often. Right off the kick, they take it downfield and looking to get through on goal. Go for it, yeah.
After the offsides there, Maher's going to take a seat on the bench for a little bit as Duckman sends us back into play. It's going to be fought towards, and it's going to go back towards Chauvery. Chauvery sends it up towards Navarro. They keep possession, and she's got to try and make a run now. Natasha Navarro sends it up Chauvery. This one, she is onside. First actual run here, Chauvery shot, and it's going to go wide. And this is going to be the first shot for the Hawks. And it's also going to be the first goal kick here for Elk Grove, as we are about 6.5 left to go here in the first half.
And as a good combination play, once again, like they're moving it forward, they're getting it there. I would like to see them step up and take some pressure here. Don't let them out so easily. Hold them back. And unfortunately, on that last play, there was a Hoffman player streaming in towards the middle, wide open. It's tough to see that. You're the first time getting on goal, trying to put a shot on goal, see what you can make happen. Hopefully they can get some more opportunities, because for a second there, Elk Grove looked like there was maybe a little bit of a weakness on that back line, who have been practically perfect this first half.
As Hoibert's going to get the deflected pass, she's going to dribble it back into her box, scoop it up, and let Elk Grove regroup there as a couple of chances developed for the Hoffman Estates side as they're fighting for possession now at the middle of the field. With Maher on the bench, they're going to probably look towards Mia Jones. And we got an advantage. No whistle is going to be called, though. Ferrito has it on our near side. Emily Ferrito brings it up. Hadler, right back, tried a one-touch pass. Instead, it's with Ferrito. Ferrito sends this one through. Just missed Jones. Gets the deflection, though, as Mia Jones sends it back. Wadas with it, finds Duckman. Duckman sends it over to the other side of the field with Razcone. Razcone dribbles across and deflected away by Maddie Rakosi on the other sideline. Fighting for it still, Razcone. Hadler looks to have it. And it's going to be Elk Grove possession momentarily. And it's now taken away. Navarro with it. Deflection by Wadas, a good one. Settles it momentarily. Now it's once again Natasha Navarro shoots it, and it's going to go wide. And second goal kick here for the Grenadiers as we got 4 minutes left to play. Elk Grove seeing the wheels fall off a little bit here as maybe they're getting a little more tired of their own now playing their style of play.
And you see that Hoffman Estates, they stepped. They put some pressure on. They weren't. The Elk Grove wasn't expecting it. It was a turnover, and even when they won the ball back, Hoffman Estates pressed again. They won it again, and then you get another opportunity on goal.
Lindsey Guzman comes into the ball game for Hoffman Estates. She's playing the forward position as Jack Orzinska tried to get a pass towards Ferrito. Instead, it's Hoffman Estates taking it away. Deflection's coming. It comes towards the feet of Wadas. Wadas tried to reset the field, and the pass here is going to be deflected out of play as Emily O'Brien tried to get it towards Katie Paskowitz. Instead, it's going to be Elk Grove throw with 3.5 left to play here. 2-0 still remains our score. Hoffman Estates, though, trying to make a late push here of the half. Over the heads. And it's going to be controlled right now by Paskowitz. Two Grens come there, and it's going to fall to the feet of Hadler. Hadler deflects it back. Jack Orzinska deflects and carries momentarily by the Grens, able to spin, move it around. Jack Orzinska tried to through ball over towards Jones. Jones is unable to retreat it and goes over the back line for a throw, or a goal kick, I should say, for the Hoffman Estates. As I'm assuming now, both of these teams with 2.5 left to play probably aren't going to try too much crazy and get into the halftime with 2-0. But if it looks like Hoffman Estates is going to give Elk Grove as much as they can, as Duckman's going to get a throw here in dangerous territory. Duckman sends this one over, and Hoffman Estates wins possession, sends it out towards Navarro, and we got a stoppage. Clock's going to continue to run, though, as it's going to be a free kick for the Hawks with 2 minutes left to go in our first half. 2-0 our score, both goals by Maher. As they're going to remake Hoffman Estates re-kick after the free kick.
Let's see, as you said, there's only 2 minutes left here, less than 2 minutes. There's plenty of time, though. Plenty of time to make an attack. Plenty of time to get something together. You see plenty of goals scored in the last few minutes. Everyone's tired. They're looking to get a little rest. Elk Grove has played a very high-intensity first half.
As they gain the line right now, Jones has it. Jones trying to find somewhere to go, throws it into the box, and it's going to be deflected away. Second chance opportunity. Almost finds the feet of Hadler, and that surely would have been a goal. Instead, it goes over the back line. And this looks to be, it's going to be a corner here for Elk Grove. A minute left to play. Duckman hustles over the ball as they are not going to give this one up, and they're going to try and score once again. Go into the half with a 3-0 lead. Duckman's going to stand over this corner.
Elk Grove committing numbers forward. They feel confident that with a minute left.
Ooh, and off the head of Hadler, it's going to hit the goal post, and it's going to be a goal kick. Great ball there by Duckman.
And once again, going back, they switched off of the short corners. Duckman having taken the kicks. She's putting it in the middle. right in the danger zone every time. That's an excellent job, excellent consistency with those corner kicks, and having a player on your team who can drop it in like that.
As this is a goal out of nowhere. I want to say that's Caroline Hadler that gets it. We'll see officially who everyone comes towards. As Elk Grove is going to go into the half with a 3-0 lead.
And for Elk Grove, that's an excellent. It's with this. It's in the run of play. Hoffman Estates had been gaining a little bit of momentum, but Elk Grove for the last 2-3 minutes have kept it down here. They committed to keep playing forward, pushing up forward for that corner kick, and they didn't give it up. They didn't cede the ground, and they just kept it. And they got an opportunity. They won it back. Hoffman Estates, if they have enough time, can maybe make one last push.
As we're going to run out of time now, I want to say that goal actually goes to number 3, Taylor Wirtz. I want to say she's the one that got the last foot on it. His clock's going to expire here. 3-0 in favor of the Grenadiers. First half thoughts?
Well, Elk Grove, other than about maybe a 2-3 minute the whole time they were up on offense. It's a high intensity. They're doing it perfectly. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication, a couple of missed steps in the back. Coming maybe from not being as involved. They're committed to pushing numbers forward. As long as they can keep that intensity up, they're going to be fine. 3-0, very happy. It easily could have been 6.
Yeah, absolutely. There, with how many shots that were delivered, it could have definitely been 6-7 goals in favor of the Grens. Instead, though, we go to halftime with 3-0, 2 goals by Maher, third one by Taylor Wirtz. We'll be back shortly for second half action. He's Brian Siring. I'm Chris Randall. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in a couple minutes for second half. Welcome back. Second half about to get going underway here. Elk Grove leads 3-0. He's Brian Syring. I'm Chris Randall. We thank you for joining us here for second half. We know there's a lot going on, including March Madness about ready to get tipped underway, but we got a nice little appetizer here for you as Elk Grove leads 3-0.
And we left off right before the half talking about what Elk Grove's keys to the second half would be, which is keep up the pace, keep it going. For Hoffman Estates, they had that good run of play right towards the end. Unfortunately, they gave up that third goal. But if they can keep that, if they can get a goal back quickly, get back into this game, hopefully they had a good rousing speech by their manager right before they came back on. See if it's a different second half. I'm sure Elk Grove's going to come out feeling very strong about their position. See if Hoffman Estates can knock them down a peg or two.
Absolutely, as we are just about ready to go here. There's the whistle from the referee. Katie Paskowitz going to stand over, and we're underway here. Elk Grove is going to almost win possession back. Instead, it's going to be a kick or throw-in on the far side for Rito, as obviously they changed sides remaining as well. Elk Grove in their all-green jerseys, yellow lettering, and on the other side, Hoffman Estates in their all-white, blue lettering. As we are 3-0 our score, and it's with possession. Elk Grove gives it up. Hadler tries to fight for it back. It's going to roll all the way to the other side. Jack Korzinska, she's going to have it taken away by Emily O'Brien. Avery Anderson finds the through ball, and she is offsides. Natasha Navarro, she would have been home free to get Hoffman Estates on the board there.
Very, very close, very close. We don't have the best angle on that. Looking from up here in the booth, referee's got the best angle on that. That one was very close. If they can get that timing down, they're going to be in business.
All the way on the other side to Hadler. Hadler sends it up. Mia Jones fights for it. She's going to retreat it, and she's going to win a throw on the other side. Emily Ferrito, also a two-sport athlete here for this Elk Grove soccer team. She was a basketball player in the winter. As Ferrito's going to send it through. And it's just going to be another throw on the far side for the Grens. Ferrito's going to retreat this one down as well. Ferrito heads it on by Jones. Falls to the feet of Taylor Wirtz. Wirtz sends it up in towards the box. Deflected away the initial pass. They're fighting for possession. And that is with Jones. Still going. Jones finds the feet. Taylor Wirtz with it right back out. Hadler's going to retreat, bring it back in towards the middle. Caroline Hadler finds Jack Korzinska. Jack Korzinska trying to get around O'Brien, trying to fight for it. Jack Korzinska into the corner, and she's going to win a corner kick as well. Great play there by Julia Jack Korzinska. As now it's going to be Casey Wadas to head over towards the corner to put this one into the box. That's what Elk Grove made the adjustment from going short to long on these corners, like you were saying. Is this one short or goes in towards as well? No corner given on it. It was close to the lines. Duckman retreats, able to keep it in. Duckman finds the ball into the box, and Castillo barely able to cover that one up.
Well, Elk Grove picking right up where they left off in the first half. Hoffman Estates had a little bit quick rush. Let's see if they can find some forward momentum here. It was a very late hit.
Yeah. As Avery Anderson, she was the one on the receiving end of that late tackle. She did get hurt in the first half, so it's great to see Avery Anderson back out there for the Hoffman Estates Hawks. As this is going to be a throw-in for Hoffman Estates as well.
And that was just unfortunate. I understand the referee is calling an advantage on there. There's definitely a foul. You see him put his arm up. There's not much advantage for Hoffman Estates in that scenario, though, for me, because there's 1 against 5. Yes, they maintain possession, but I think they would have preferred to have the free kick and have the ability to move forward with the players rather than just one player by themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. How would a referee say this play is going to be an advantage and this one's not?
It's going to be a judgment call. They're going to be looking at, sometimes it's...
As Jack Korzinska gets the line, we'll let you continue here after we play dies down. Jack Korzinska loses it momentarily. It's going to roll out. Anderson's going to fight for it out of play towards the Hawks.
There's so much action in this game. There's so much back and forth and so much pressure. It's hard to get a complete thought in. It's been a very exciting game. But going back to the referees and going back to the advantage calls, it's going to be exactly that. If the referee is going to think that they're getting an advantage by continuing to play, sometimes it's very simple. You lose possession after the foul, it's a whistle. Stop the play. That one's a tough call. The referee has a different angle on it. We do have the advantage of being up here. We can see the whole field. We could see very easily that there's no one around. Referee's watching the play. It goes to Hoffman Estate's player. What can advantage? Do you want to keep the game moving? The referees are there to manage the game, not to insert themselves, and it's a judgment call. One person's opinion versus your opinion versus my opinion. The only one whose opinion matters right now is the center.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing, too, because I was, as an amateur soccer player growing up and, someone who still follows the sport but not as heavy as I used to, is advantage was one thing that always confused me, and it's nice to understand that one a little bit more as well.
Especially at younger levels, a lot of times safety is the first concern. A lot of times you will see the play will be whistled dead a lot more often, a lot more quickly, especially when a player's on the ground. Varsity soccer and high school level and beyond, they're going to keep it going, playing a little bit faster. So yeah, you're going to see a little bit more confusing there, and a nice pass play for Hoffman Estates just rolling out of bounds there. But you're going to see a little bit more continuation of play, trying to let the game flow. Obviously, player safety is always important. They're still kids. There's still high school. Safety is very, very important. But trying to keep the game moving is going to be important for a free-flowing game.
Absolutely, and that's very well said. As Maher's going to have possession here for the Grenadiers, dribbling the line, try to through ball over towards Wirtz. It's going to be deflected away. Jones is going to carry it. Jones, left-footed shot right into the grasp of Castillo, as Elk Grove just continues to add to their shot total here this evening. As Jack Korzinska is going to track that one down and send it up towards Duckman. Duckman able to get around Avery Anderson. Still with it. Duckman with the shot off target. Just barely on towards the right side. Goal kick is going to be. I found two interesting stats here earlier today on the IHSA website saying, one, we talked about the points earlier, but Maher ranking 19th in Illinois in points. As we're just a little confused on that ranking, or that stat line per se, but on the other side, on the defensive, Hobart ranks third in Illinois in goals against average. Obviously, she hasn't given up a goal yet, so her average is 0. So there's also other people with 0 averages.
And not to take anything away from the defense. The defense has been very strong. But Hobart has 0 goals against with 21 saves. So I know tonight we're watching the game. Hoffman Estates has managed about 2 shots. I don't know if there's been a save yet, but Hobart's been making saves, 21 saves already across 4 games, averaging over 5 saves a game. That is impressive. It's not just no one's getting a shot through. She's seeing the plays. I would assume, based on the state rankings, they're going to say goals against average. Tiebreaker is total shots, total saves.
Dangerous play here in the middle. Still fighting for it. It's in the box, and we're going to have a hand ball there off the corner kick. Another great ball in by Duckman. It's a very well said. As probably Hobart has seen 21 shots. That puts her in third, but someone else who has 0 may have seen 23 shots, and that's why she's in second or first.
But still, it's fantastic. You have players. Maggie Maher also is in the top 20 in points. If you go to a more traditional goals in this, top goal scorer, she ranked very high. I think she was in the top 15 in the state. This is statewide. This isn't just the conference. This isn't just the northern half of the state or the collar counties or anything. This is the entire state. At least in the entire state, any of the schools that are putting in the stats that we're looking at. But that's impressive. Anytime you're going to see that, you'd hope to think that this is a team that can go far at the end of the season.
Absolutely. As Duckman puts another dangerous ball in towards the box, Castillo able to jump that one and collect. As 9 minutes have gone by here in our second half, a couple possessions of dangerous possessions for the Grens on the offensive side. Not too much so far on Hoffman Estates. As it's with Ferrito. Mishandled the pass. It's going to be retreated all the way back towards Paskowitz. And they're going to fight for possession. It's going to roll out. And it's going to be a throw-in for Hoffman Estates deep in their own territory.
Since we're talking about Hobart, I'll just want to jump in with one more stat. And I want to do a little bit more digging in here because she does show up as playing 4 games and recording a goal. I have on my stat sheet that she scored a goal, and I want to get the full story behind that.
Yeah, I wonder if there's somewhere out there where we could find that goal that the freshman scored. As right now it's with Natasha Narvo trying to find a play. Sends it all the way up. That's with Montez. Montez fights for it with Wadas. They're still going at it on the other side, and we are going to have a free kick here. Hoffman Estates is going to have something to go here in deep in their territory on the offensive third.
This is a dangerous position. This is, I would say, rank this even more dangerous than a corner kick. Obviously, unlike a corner kick, you have to watch for offsides and watch that line. But the angle is very positive, is very dangerous.
It's still and now it's going to be cleared away. I want to say Maher was the one that got Wirtz was the one that got the foot. Maher's going to dribble it up now. She's got Azinga right to her left. If she could get the pass off, they're gonna fall to the ground. Maher steps right back up, and it's gonna be a throw in here for the Grenadiers. Maher was running the length of the field, just unable to catch up. As now you can tell she is exhausted.
That was a long run. She was all by herself, but just with that, Hoffman Estates was pushing. They had cleared it out. Elk Grove had cleared it out. Maher dribbles it, takes it all the way down, 50, 60 yards almost, just by herself. And all of a sudden, hey, now we're down on that end of the field again. Can they get out as easily as they did last time? Elk Grove has a throw-in right here.
Duckman sends this one into the box towards Maher. Collects, throws it in off the fingertips, and it's going to be a goal. What a goal by Caroline Hadler off the assist by Maggie Maher. Hadler was able to get the deflection and head it in towards the net. Grenadiers now lead 4-0 off the head of Caroline Hadler.
It almost counts as I'd almost say a double assist for Maggie Mayer, taking that long run, winning that throw in deep in the field, deep in the offensive third, and then another for the cross. I mean, she's having a phenomenal game, 2 goals and an assist. The whole team seems to be just
around her.
They are just in general, they are running efficiently, and a couple of maybe missteps here or there, that's going to happen, but they're looking like a complete team.
Yeah, without question. This has been a showing for this Elk Grove team. And as we've seen on their score sheet the entire year, I mean, they've just been dominating teams 3, 4, 7-0 on one of them.
Yeah, this is not just an isolated incident. This isn't just saying, Hoffman Estates, they needed to come play better or be more prepared or they couldn't keep up. This is constant. This has been constant through 5 games. Shots, goals, just the production level, the no goals against. If you asked me at the beginning of the game what I thought, what are they going to have to do? I was just saying, the first goal is going to come. Yes, it will come, but even more today. I have to take that back a little bit. I thought it might have come tonight. You have a team that's put in 4 goals in one of their games so far. Technically average, they've only played 2 other games before now. Hoffman Estates, 4 goals in one, 0 in the other. Well, they've scored 2 goals a game.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a very small sample size, but you'd expect it. But Elk Grove is doing the same they've done game after game after game. And like you said, one of them 7-0, 4-0, 4-0, looking for another at least 4-0.
Yeah.
I mean, we have almost a half hour left here, and they're not letting up.
No, they want to make this as big as a deficit as possible, advantage as possible, because I'm sure at one point in the season they're going to be like, oh, we need this another goal because this is going to come down to goal differential at one point to get into the playoff or whatever it may be. You want to continue to put teams away and put them away in a big way. And this one's going to be deflected outside of the play.
Build that confidence. Like we talked about earlier, yes, you have Maggie Meyer, you have Mia Jonas scoring the lion's shares, but those goals are coming from the rest of the team. We have 3 different goal scorers tonight, and that helps build the confidence. Because what happens, injuries happen, illness happens. These are student athletes. They're coming out here to play this. They're not professionals. They're going to school all day. They're going to practice afterwards. They're going to practice on the weekends. They're sometimes playing. This is their second game in 3 days. They played on Monday and they play again. Players are going to get fatigued. They're going to pick up little injuries. They're going to be worried about that big math test on Friday that they have to study for. There's a lot going on. Get that confidence built for your whole roster. Know that the goals can come. If you have a player that's out for a game, know that the goals are still going to come.
Maher's shot deflected. Still fighting for it in the middle of the box, and it's now going to be sent away up towards Navarro. Navarro's got a one-on-one opportunity here. Elk Grove retreating fast and is able to retreat just about all the way, and they will. Wadas comes up, wins possession, clears it momentarily. Avery Anderson right back to Navarro. All the way out now with Rakosi. Rakosi gives it up. Navarro retreats and tried to switch the field. Instead, it's going to be intercepted by Hadler. And possession is going to fall back towards the feet of Hoffman Estates. Hadler once again deflects it away, and it's going to go towards Shiori, and it's going to be given away. Wirtz has it, taken away from her, Shiori, right over towards Anderson. Anderson, and this is going to be an offsides here, I assume. Yes, it will. Shiori was offsides once again. But going back to what you were saying, though, is building confidence. It's definitely a culture thing, too, where one day it's all Maher, as we're seeing tonight, and the next day, whenever they play again, it may be all Mia Jones, and then be Jack Orzinsko, where, everyone can take that shot and be like, yep, this is going in without question, and that's a culture thing that seems Elk Grove's been building here for a couple of years.
And if I remember correctly, you played baseball in college, so you can give a little bit of insight into what it's like to be a student athlete. Yes, I played in high school. High level, as much as I love the game. Tell us a little bit what that's like. What's the day in, day out like?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is a crazy thing, especially on the baseball side of things where we didn't have the facilities. Where our soccer teams, we have a very nice turf field over there, but not having the facilities on the baseball side, we had 3 practices a day, one of the practices going from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., and that's not something ideal for a student athlete, but one of the things that we had to deal with, and as a culture, that's what really brought us to be battle tested, is staying up till 1 a.m., where those later games, we were up practicing anyway because of that time. So, all that stuff, that practice doesn't matter, it all definitely matters once you get to the college level, and I'm sure these athletes now are seeing it as well. As we have about 20 minutes left to go here, Duckman's going to retreat for the throw. As they are the 4-0 lead, looking for more is this Grenadiers team.
Looking forward, looking towards the future in the schedule, Elk Grove, their next game is not till April 2nd, so they got a bit of a break here. I'm not positive on the school schedule if spring break is potentially next week. I'd assume
I'm not too sure either, but I'd assume so as well. Just give the athletes some break.
They'll be home again, which is good. Oak Park River Forest is coming into town. Followed up the very next day playing Palatine, another home one, and then Rolling Meadows on the 5th. That's 3 games in 4 days. That is going to be a tough run. On the boys' side, playing in the fall, we didn't have a spring break. That is going to be a tough stretch of games for Elk Grove, who's going to want to keep this going. Going to go off of a long break. This is a good opportunity. get the confidence up. If you're Hoffman Estates, take the time. I don't have their upcoming schedule in front of me, but take the time. Figure out what you need to work on. There's a lot of season left. And make that an opportunity to work on the things you want to fix. Rest up. We got at least one player picking up a bit of an injury, a knock there. And figure out where you can go from there and get your season on track.
Yeah, without question. This is game 3 for the Hoffman Estate squad. You know, what most high schools play about 20 to 25 high school games. So there's still a long way to go in both of these seasons where, you know, one injury on the Elk Grove side could just derail their season and then they end up having a losing year. Hopefully that's not Elk Grove. As we got about 20 minutes left to go, 4-0 our score. 2 goals by Maher, 1 goal by Hadler, and the other by Taylor Wirtz.
Yeah, looking at this schedule, Elk Grove, April 2nd to April 10th, they're playing 5 games. 5 games in 8 days.
Yeah, that's a crazy schedule, and like how you said too, with the type of offense that they play, it's run and gun. You know, you got to shuffle bodies as much as possible. And as well as make sure all these athletes are healthy to continue to play the way that they want to play, it seems to be.
Yeah, they're going to need to rest as much as they can, but not let any of that fire go out over spring break because they're going to need it for those next 8 days.
Zinga sends one towards the box. It's going to be deflected away. Duckman retreats. Duckman switches the pace, and then her pass is going to be intercepted. Regained, though, by the Grenadiers, and we got an advantage play here.
Probably a handball there,
yep.
Advantage. That was an excellent advantage. That was a great advantage. Unfortunately, it just got out in front of Hoffman Estates, and they lost that break.
As I'm not seeing Maher out on the pitch right now, I want to say that person that's up towards the front is number 18, Amanda Petrick. She's on towards the pitch here. She's got that last pass and has a pass towards here. This one's deflected away, and it's now with Mia Jones. Jones right around the 15-yard line, making a move towards the outside, step back, cut, and it's right out. Izinga's shot is going to be deflected and carried away by Castillo, and she's going to just carry this one out, take her time, and now boots it away. Falls towards the feet.
By my count, I at least 20 shots for Elk Grove.
Yeah,
I've lost track. They've been coming so fast, and so many. You know, there's 19 minutes left in this game. There's not much changing, I would imagine. Although I will say this: crazy things can happen. One play, you know, a red card. Go down just over the weekend. I was watching a professional game. 10 minutes left in the game. The team was down 3-1. They won 4-3. The opposing team got a red card. They went down to 10 men. So anything is possible.
Yeah, and especially here in the world of high school sports as well. As onto the pitch for Elk Grove is Genesis Rivera's Pedro. She had a couple touches there on the last possession as this one now has rolled out for a goal kick on the Hoffman Estates side. Hoffman Estates as well has a couple substitutions coming in as it looks to be Avery Anderson exiting. There's another Hoffman player exiting on the far side, unable to see her number. But Shavori back into the ball game for Hoffman Estates. And I want to say I saw there number 10, Madison Garcia, possibly on the pitch. We'll see if that's true. Right now, Mia Jones has possession for Elk Grove. Try to slip pass over to Zinga. It's now taken away, and it's with Shavori right around the 20-yard line. Shavori is able to carry it a little bit, loses possession behind her, and it's with now Petrick. We got a quick stoppage and a free kick won by Shavori.
Yeah, we'll see what Hoffman Estates can do here. If they're just going to send it long, if they're going to try to possess it a little bit, they're looking tired, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, without question, as this one's going to be won by Navarro. Navarro still trying to find somewhere to go with it, able to pass it back. Paskowitz all the way back now towards their back line with Emerson Leonhardt. Her pass is going to be delivered towards Navarro. Navarro dribbles around and falls, and we got a stoppage, and this is going to be a card, a yellow one.
Yep, no question in the referee's mind there, and I have to say I think he got it right there. That was a promising break for Hoffman Estates. Just a little trip taking him out of it. It's a easy yellow card.
Sarah Casillas was the one that received the yellow card, number 12. And that also brings Maher back onto the pitch with 17 minutes left to go. Maher's got 2 goals, looking to get her hat trick here. We'll see if they are going to able to get that for her enough. If not, 4 is enough with the team as we're back underway.
With that sun fully gone now, it is getting cold out there. It's getting cold up in the booth. I can only imagine how the players are feeling down there. It is a chilly night here in Elk Grove.
Yeah, without question. I as well as playing, I also coach softball in the high school. At the travel level, and a lot of my high school players, their softball games this afternoon did get canceled due to the cold. So I was shocked that we're still here playing tonight, but we're glad we're doing it.
I guess that's the difference between soccer players and softball players. No offense to any softball players out there.
As this one's going to be sent in towards the box, Holberg's going to send it all the way through.
This is definitely in stark contrast to our last game together last August, which was the opening day for the boys' side, where the game actually had to be delayed about an hour and a half due to too high a weather.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a warm day. I remember that one for sure. I think it ended up being a 7:45 kickoff time. It was supposed to be 6:30. Yeah. As Maher has possession, taken away, and it's going to go towards the feet of Paskowitz. She's going to send it all the way back towards Lenhart. Lenhart sends it forward, and Wadas is going to regain it for Elk Grove. Wadas with it still. Sends it through. Looks like she found the feet of Hadler. Hadler dribbles up. Finds a slip pass here. Shot by the Grens. Blocked, and that looked to be a shot by Kozinski on the Elk Grove side. Kozinski or Petrick, I'm not entirely sure. It looked like it was Petrick now that I see it. As she almost got on the scoring sheet for the Grenadiers. Instead, it's going to be taken away now. And dribbled up by Erin Troyer. Number 21, Izzy Troyer, who suffered an injury in the first half. Haven't seen her back out on the pitch yet, so if she is unable to return, we hope for healthiness for the rest of her season.
That the spring break for her may come at just the right time. Hopefully.
Hadler shot and puts it in. Caroline Hadler outside the box is going to get her second one of the night. What a ball by Maggie Maher to get her second assist of the night. And Caroline Hadler, another one in towards the back of the net. 5-0 Grenadiers.
Goal by your Elk Grove Grenadiers.
She's having an outstanding game. It's getting cold. It's getting dark. It's already 4-0. Elk Grove is playing like it's 1-0. They're keeping up the pressure, and just when Hoffman Estates, they were building again, and just like that, this is probably the third time you see Hoffman Estates pushing. Elk Grove gets possession, goes right at goal, puts one in.
As now they're onside. Shavori trying to gain the line here. Bella Shavori sends one in. This is the first shot on goal by the Hoffman Estates squad. It's scooped up by the freshman goalkeeper, Ida Bell Hobart. And Scholl is getting ready to send us back underway. 14 minutes left to go. Grenadiers lead us 5-0. As this ball is going to be sent up through. It's going to be gained and recovered. Sarah Kozias has it taken away right back to Shavori. Shavori trying to fight with possession. Gives it up to O'Brien. Now it's with Troyer. Troyer sends one up. Chasing is Navarro. Wadas is going to send it all the way back to the freshman keeper, and she's going to clear this one out of play. Maher comes down with the pass and dribbling it up. Maggie Maher with it. Tried a ball. Deflected. And Zinga put some pressure on, and it's still going to be with the Hawks here with Aaron Troyer. And now it's going to go all the way back towards Duckman. Ella Duckman wins the free kick, or the throw-in, I should say, as Keely Kirsting into the ballgame for Hoffman Estates. And now we have another 2 subs, 1 for each side, as Chavoyer is going to head off. And looks like Avery Anderson comes back in as she's number 13 for Hoffman Estates. With 13 left to play, Duckman throws this one in. We're back underway. Stephanie Baker in for for Elk Grove as well. She's trying to win possession. Dribbles it out, though, as Baker. So Elk Grove got a lot of new faces out onto the pitch right now, and rightfully so with a lead like this. Get everyone some time, build their confidence as well.
Perfect opportunity. Like you said, get the experience, get some minutes in. Going into that long break, get some touches, get some shots, find out what works, find out what doesn't work. You got 10 minutes, 12 minutes left in the game. See it out. Hopefully you don't concede. If you do, yes, it's the first goal against you. But take some chances without, see out the last 10, 12 minutes. Don't get any injuries. You don't need to push too hard. But you take the opportunity to take some chances. Try some new things out. Let some of the subs come on. The starters have done their job and then some. See out the end of the game. And hopefully we don't see too many fouls or any more injuries.
Yeah, without question. As Sophia Dean comes out onto the pitch for Elk Grove. So another substitution as Maher has it. Maher gets it up to Handler. Hadler dribbles, through ball up, trying to get towards the feet of Petrick. She's chasing it down, and it's going to roll out. A good opportunity there for the Grens. Instead, it rolls over the end line or the far sideline, and it's going to be a Hoffman Estates throw. Hadler jumps the line, goes towards Maher. Maher changes direction, slips it in. Hadler with it now, gets in towards the middle. Caroline Hadler with the shot. Oh, and just over the bar. Almost her 3rd goal of the night, Caroline Hadler. We remain 5-0. Another fantastic pass there by Maher.
And she had eyes for goal on that one. That was just over the top from where I'm sitting. They're not taking my advice of taking it easy for the last 10 minutes. Hey, and that's fine. That's why they're playing, and I'm up here.
Petrick gets it right back to Hadler. Hadler gets around the defender's shot. Castillo handles this one without a rebound opportunity, and she's going to slow the pace down as Hadler's hunting for her hat trick as well. Castillo sends this one away. Ferrito trying to chase it and keep it in dangerous territory for the Grenadiers. Navarro with it. Gets around Hadler. Maher's able to deflect it away. Shield Navarro also. Maher dribbling across. Maggie Maher, left foot. Maher with the shot. Castillo scoops it up with another save. It's like you said, they're about at 30 shots right now as this Grenadiers team.
I can't remember the last time I saw any game hit 30 shots.
With possession right now is Troyer. Troyer's going to send this one out of play, trying to connect with Anderson. Instead, it's going out. Duckman to throw it in for the Grenadiers. We got about 9 minutes left to play. Elk Grove leads us 5-0 here. Hadler with 2 goals, Maher with 2 goals and 2 assists, and Taylor Wirtz with the other one. As Duckman and the Grens looking for more as this one goes in. It's going to be no touch all the way towards the inbox. Anderson able to keep it in. Comes towards the feet of Casillas. Casillas tried to kick it back. Instead, Anderson takes it away. Maher takes it away now from Paskowitz. Towards the feet of Petrick. Petrick loses possession. And it is now with Montes. Montes sends it up towards Navarro. Navarro trying to gain possession, working on Wadas. Wadas is able to take that one away pretty easily. And Hadler has it. A lot of space here for Caroline Hadler. She feeds the ball over Maher's head. And Maher is just going to let this one roll out. Petrick able to keep possession. And they're still fighting for it. Petrick's going to have this one deflected away up towards Wadas. Wadas dribbles it in. A lot of space here for 30-yard line, 25-yard line. She's going to wind up for the shot. Castillo there to clean it up. As no one wanted to challenge Casey Wada, she was able to take a wide open shot.
Yeah, just don't no one step it anymore. I will be surprised if Elk Grove doesn't make this 6.
There it is. Hadler shot. Ew, just over the bar. Second looking opportunity there for Caroline Hadler. Wada put that one on a silver platter. Unable to achieve.
I guess the question is going to be, is it Hadler or Maher who's going to get a hat trick?
Yeah, or both. I mean,
or both, or get someone else on the score sheet.
Yeah, this back line for Hoffman Estates is just giving up. They're out of breath. We still got 7.5 to go.
It's not. I wouldn't say they've given up. I think they are just like you said. They are completely out of gas. There is nothing left in the tank, and I have to give a lot of credit to them. They're still trying to push. They're trying to push. It has just been a near impossible task for Hoffman Estates to keep up with the pace that Elk Grove is going at, and what it sounds like they have been putting in every game so far this season.
Yeah, just wearing and tearing down this defensive line. The
question I asked at the beginning is, can Elk Grove keep up this pace for 80 minutes? They've answered it. Yes. Emphatic, yes, we can do that. And the result shows.
Yeah, without question here. Is there just one back possession once again. So Stephanie Baker with it, trying to get through. Baker still going through, tried to squeeze a pass in towards Maher. And we got a free kick as Baker has fouled one of the Hoffman Estates players. 6 minutes left to go here.
And you can see Maher there. She was kind of going in. She was letting her player take it through. She had a nice run going. And you love to see that. They're having fun. They're playing well. The team looks like they're just clicking on every level. Now, it would be interesting to see see how the defense would handle a little more pressure. See a test on the goalie. I don't think that's coming here unless we get something well against the run of play in this last 5 minutes.
Yeah. As like you said, too, the freshman Hoybert hasn't really been tested here tonight. One shot on goal, and that was a little dribbler that probably was deflected off her own teammate from about 25 yards out that barely made it to her.
And, as a player, like I said, I've never played at any high levels, but I played for 2 decades. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight. I have been on those games when you're winning 5-6-0. You feel like practically everyone's scoring. You're running high. It's amazing. I've also been on the other end.
As we got a card here, it's going to be a card for Elk Grove. Their second one is Petrick. Amanda Petrick picks up the carded, and she's going to be subbed out. That was Sophia Dean. My apologies. Sophia Dean. Amanda Petrick comes into the ball game.
And I'd have to double check, but I believe in EGHS rules, when you receive a yellow card, you have to be subbed out
immediately.
For us, I don't know if there's a certain amount of time, but you do have to leave. I believe that is the rule. But as I say, when you're on the other side of this 5-0 defeat, you got to keep your head up. You got to keep going. You have to just shrug it off. Tomorrow, you go out to training and you move on. It's going to happen. It doesn't matter if you're the top team in the top league in the world or you're playing recreational soccer. It's going to happen. Don't let it define your season. Don't let it define who you are as a player. Shrug it off. Keep going. There's a lot of heart on there from Hoffman Estates. They have been giving it their all, and they've had some good opportunities. It does remind me, and I would love to see what the makeup of Hoffman Estates, what year the majority of their roster is, because I remember having a lot of the same feelings about Elk Grove's team, which I see a lot of players. Last year when we were here, they had a lot of promising play, but it wasn't quite there. This year, and I remember saying at that time, wait till next year, because this is going to be a team that is going to be good. They are going to... Another shot on goal.
Ferrito with the shot.
This is going to be a team, and it is clicking. It is coming together, and it does help when you have a freshman come into the team and start and goal. That's fantastic. But you see a lot of things that were almost there last year for Elk Grove are there now.
Maher's shot. And off the post, Maher inches away from picking up her third. And we got a foul. And it's going to be a Hoffman Estates free kick. Yeah, you said it. I remember freshman year playing basketball, I think we lost like 62 to like 12 or something outrageous. I remember our freshman year, the coach came in, he said, you know what, guys, this is just a game. You're going to go home and your dog's not going to know that you guys just got blown out. So don't let them know. And then, that kind of stuck with me, too, as a player. Like, this is just a game. Yeah, we're here to have some fun and want to win. But at the end of the day, it's just a game that we enjoy playing.
That is some great advice. And you can learn from a win, and I think you can learn a lot more from a defeat. Like I said, this was a team, Elk Grove, that was probably about a middling season last year, but you could see they were building to something. I see some similar things from Hoffman Estates where there's some things that are just not quite clicking, but hopefully they can get that going. I mean, there's a lot of season left. This is only their third game. Elk Grove does have the benefit of playing 2 extra games. So hopefully Hoffman Estates, they can keep things going and use that break.
Yeah,
hit the field, get some practice, get some training, get some rest, shrug it off, and keep going. And if you're Elk Grove, almost do the opposite. Keep it going. Yeah. Keep that fire going.
Yeah, this break for Elk Grove is really going to put a test to them. Yeah, there's going to be practices, but it's never like a game like you're gonna have your scrimmages against one another and your 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s, whatever the case may be, but nothing compares to the in-game atmosphere that comes with it, and sometimes that's just tough to make up. So one thing that Elk Grove is really going to have to do is stay energized, stay competitive in this week and a half break, continue on 5-0, not giving up a goal. All this is a very big challenge now once they come back on April 2nd.
It is.
Ooh, what a shot there by Jones, unable to go in. It's going to hit off the crossbar.
That's another very close one. Minute left in the game. Still pushing. Still going for it. I see Hobart up here. She is pushing, and she keeps getting higher up on the line,
She wants to join this side of the field.
20, get nearly up there to the 30. She's looking. Maybe she's looking for her second goal of the season. I still want to get the story for that. But yeah, looking around at the crowd, it was a great crowd on a cold night. Great result for Elk Grove. And yeah, let's see if they can keep it. They're going to go 11 days without a game, like you said, without having competition. Practice is great. Training is great. Rest is great. It's all important. But nothing will ever match the intensity and the necessity of a competition, playing a game. And then they get to go into 5 games in 8 days.
Which is tough.
That is going to be a whiplash. It is almost silly to say that they're going to have that many games in that few days.
As there is the final horn. Our final score here tonight, 5-0 in favor of the home team, Grenadiers. Maggie Maher, the star player of the day, with 2 goals, 2 assists, almost 3 goals and 3 assists on multiple occasions. Caroline Hadler had 2 goals herself, with Taylor Wirtz also getting on the scoreboard to make up 5-0. Any final thoughts before we head out of here?
I think we discussed a lot of it. It was a great performance all the way around for Elk Grove. Keep that fire going. Keep it going through the break. Get through that difficult part when you get back to a more normalized. Get through those 5 games. Get more to a normalized schedule. We're playing 1, maybe 2 games a week. Keep the fire going, but take advantage of the time off, especially if you have any little injuries. You want to make sure you get those healed up. For your Hoffman Estates, a lot of heart, a lot of effort. They were just gassed at the end. They're going to need this break, and hopefully they can take advantage of that time and see if they can work some of those issues out. And once again, Elk Grove is looking like a team that could go very far this season. They're looking good. 5-0. I think they have now 24 goals on the season.
21
goals on the season. 0 against. They still haven't been scored on. They're gonna be flying high going into this silly season, as I'll call it. Let's see what they can do, and hopefully next time you hear from any of us, we'll be talking about playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Playoffs are. I'm excited to see what this team does throughout the year. It's a very young season, as well as this other spring sports that are going to be right around the corner that we'll bring to you, softball and baseball, as well as men's volleyball. So busy springtime up here for Elk Grove High School and for EGTV. We'll have it all, just as always. He's Brian Syring. I'm Chris Randall, and we will see you soon. Have a great rest of your night.